Now tell me if you're down for a good time. Ayy, positive energy, good vibes. Can't stay down, no, not I. Gotta get up and go 365. I don't need no breaks, I don't get tired. We all about the grind on this side. So never give up and never stop trying. On the inside, gotta keep the dream alive.
So, yo, welcome to God dang part 2, Stay Vibrant 365. If you ain't catch the other one, go back and catch that one, because about 3 out of 5 of us have already introduced ourselves, or 4 out of 5 of us have introduced ourselves. Jeremiah, I don't know. So I don't think it was recording at that point, but again, great guy, business minded, the young legend, the GOAT himself. Go ahead and drop your IG if you want these folks to follow you, or if that introduction was good. I'll go ahead and ask you the question.
Nah, man, the intro on point, man. IG, first name, last name, Jeremiah Maddox, Stop Mortgage. That's how you get me, man.
Ooh, always houses. Yeah, Black people, we about to buy some property, bro. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? We'll drop your link in there too, so that way, you know what I'm saying, some folks can come through, talk to you, see if they can get a house or get approved. Hell, I know you know more about the process.
Let's get them approved first.
There you go. So what we've been discussing, right? I dropped the link for the TikTok, which inspired this topic that we are discussing today. Philly G, you already know he's married. He's a vet in the game. You know what I'm saying? He got 3 stripes, 3 years on him. He was acting like he didn't want to claim them 3 years. I'm kidding. I'm joking. But in all seriousness, the question of the day is, can men and women strictly be friends? Now, this is coming from a Black male perspective. I wanted to get the females in on this one, but I don't think I'm going to do it on this one. Next time, once they start talking their shit in the comments, right, then we'll go ahead and bring them on so we can see the other side. But right now, the men talking, big dogs.
Sure.
Jeremiah, can men and women be friends? And then Phil, of course, any sage advice, anything you want to touch on, feel free. We listed some pros and cons, right? And did you get to watch the TikTok?
Oh yeah, of course.
All right, bet. So Fresco, aka Isabrani, aka Marquez, I'm pointing this way because on my screen that's where he is. He came up with an outline for pros and cons. First of all, are you pro or are you con your significant others or other having male friends?
I just want to say congratulations and thank you at the same time. If your girl says she got male friends, she think you slow, she think you stupid. Because as a man, you know they just waiting on their turn. You know they waiting on their turn. And she know deep down that those are her options. Like, bro, y'all know damn well we can't be friends with the opposite gender for real. On a serious note, though. Especially if they find each other attractive. Bro waited 4 years for his turn, right? So just imagine how many of her boyfriends she had told to not worry about him. Oh, baby, don't worry about him. That's just my friend. Now he hitting that motherfucker. Now he hitting it. He hitting it after 4 years. And she told them not to worry about him. He hitting it now. It's crazy. And for the men that be like, oh, I'm secure in myself, bro. She can have male friends. I'm not tripping. All right. Just imagine your girl building a bond with somebody else. Over the years that y'all talking. When y'all get into it, who she going to? Him? Like, bro, imagine. So, yeah, be all secure if you want to. But what I advise you to do is go get some hoes. Go get some hoes.
That's a loaded question, man. It's loaded.
I know it is.
It's a loaded question.
Everybody,
I don't want to answer a question with a question. Is it like a best friend or just a friend?
See, I like this man. He's a deep thinker.
Thanks.
All right, so I'm pulling up the notes, right? So that way I can give you pros and cons on cons. Wow, pros and cons on the scenario. Chill out, don't come for me. Pros and cons on the scenario, so then that way you can further assess, right? All right, let's see.
Man, throw some context my way.
All right, cool. So the pros of, your significant other having friends of the opposite sex, right, is they get to get another perspective, right? Open-minded discussions, And those are really the core points, right? She gets to understand like the way a man thinks, because some things are universal between us and how we think and what we feel, right? The cons, right? There are hints, sexual hints. There are boundaries that sometimes get crossed. And it depends on the relationship. Like, is this friend somebody that you know or somebody that you know? Like, what we talking about here? And so, again, shout out to Fresco, aka Isabrani, the GOAT himself, for coming up with those three distinctive pros and cons. Right. Yeah. So now that you have that context, pro, con, still gray, what we doing?
Yeah, man. I mean, everything you just told me, this is with me and my relationship, right? You know, I'm almost 3 years in at this point. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't mind as far as a friend, as long as it's upfront. It's not one of those things where, you know, he just randomly pop up, never hear about him, anything like that. You know, if there's already context there, already met the guy, you know, I have an understanding of where he's coming from. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm okay with that. But if it's one of those things where, you know, you never hear from him, you know, he might pop up, you might see a message here and there, you know, here and there on the lock screen or anything like that. You know, you ask about it and then they just keep deflecting off. That's a separate situation. So
ask about why he on the lock screen?
Yeah, you know, you just get, if you get a random message. What do you mean?
Why is he on the lock screen?
Wait a minute.
I'm talking about a message. The message. Oh, you get a message on the lock screen.
I'm thinking his
no, man, come on.
Yo, I almost threw the phone when you said that shit. Why is this nigga on your goddamn lock? What the fuck is going on here?
Jay, I was gonna shoot this bitch. Jeremiah, when you're giving your example, could you put more life to it? So like when you say you don't mind if they're hanging out, is there like a time of day they can only hang out? Like, can she be hang out just them two? Can she be like, yeah, I got that date I told you about, want to meet Mr. So-and-so? Like, give more life to it. Like, how does this friendship exist in your mind?
It can't be after 9 o'clock, you know, once it gets dark outside. Once the street lights come on.
Daylight savings, bro.
Why is the street light come on?
Like your mama said, when the street light come on, come inside, man. Ain't nothing outside that late.
Why are you so afraid of the dark? What? Because
it's not about being afraid of the dark. This is my thing. If it's a phone call, one thing. Why are you meeting with another guy at 10 o'clock at night at some lounge?
Demon time.
Just going to a crib for what?
What are we doing right now? What time is it? It's 9:46.
And look at your demographic right now as well.
Okay, so I'm confused then. Keep going. Okay, so they can be. So their friendship looks, the things that they're talking about, and their friendship looks different at night. Like the conversation changes at night. I'm just confused. Like, why would it be okay for him to say, hey, how's your day? Good morning. Or, hey, tell me about your work week. Why is it okay for him to say it at noon, but he can't have that conversation at 9 p.m.?
He should have said it way earlier. He can't even say it.
First of all, you know what? I gotta chime in on this. First of all, he shouldn't be texting that early or that late. In my opinion.
Don't text my girl good morning. What the fuck?
Good morning for? Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Y'all need to define what this friend, because this honestly does not sound like friendship.
Bro,
friendship to me is a mutual bond, right? What's the definition of friendship?
Right.
It's a mutual bond. There's nothing sexual. There's nothing sexual about good morning. Like, what the hell, man?
It starts there.
Come on.
Okay, so look. I think what Jeremiah is getting at is it's the context of the content, right?
Look, I'm gonna say it like this because I know what kind of guy I am. You know,
go ahead.
Maybe it's because of the people I was around, right? I was around a bunch of athletes when I was in college. If we reaching out to somebody first thing in the morning or last thing at night, I ain't sitting here doing it for my own being really understanding. Are you okay? How's your day going? You know, good morning. I hope you had, hope you slept right. Nah, that's not my thing. Right. Like, I don't even care if that dude has a girlfriend still. I know what kind of guy I am. especially then.
Right.
So if that's how he's moving, I have an idea of what he's doing. He has no business saying, "How's your day?" You know, first thing in the morning, 9 o'clock. You know, good morning. You know, what's going on? Like it's hard to put in the context and in the words how it is, but he should know from one guy to another. That's not how you move, especially when you have a girl.
Guy code.
There's certain conversations I can have, and if you have a problem or you think you need to provide a solution, you come to me about it, and then I can either take it to her, or we can kind of give that green light on it.
Hey, the only thing,
nearly go behind my back and say something. Now that just looks wrong. Even if you have no malicious intent, it just looks bad. You going to another guy for information when I can give it to you myself.
Jeremiah, you wasn't even on the last call, but that's literally what I just said. And my fault. AP, what you got?
Hey man, the only thing that he need to be sending her early in the morning is spreadsheets or PDFs about the business. Ain't nothing.
Bible verses.
Exactly. It can't be nothing. No good
Bible
morning.
verses.
Better be attached to an Outlook. It better not be no Gmail. Better talk about Outlook email official too. Sketchy nothing.
All right.
You said a spreadsheet or a PDF?
So Jay. So let's bring Jeremiah's girlfriend's friend alive. Okay, so there's this guy that can't send messages between 8 a.m. till noon. So this friendship only exists from 1 p.m. till say 3 p.m. All right, you're comfortable with, right, Jeremiah? You're comfortable with that? They talk about what? What are the things that they can talk about to you? Where if you had to tell us, these are the conversations that I'm comfortable with my girlfriend having with another man. Tell us more about these conversations.
Let me say it like this. If my girlfriend's gonna have another guy as a friend, it has to be like a brother-sister relationship. That is not even a way to even explain. You just can't be a friend. It has to be where you look at each other almost like family.
Yeah.
What is attractive? What is a very, very dude, this guy looks great. I mean,
a nigga's just handsome. Jesus.
So that whole brother sister X, take that out. This is
we talking like Chris Brown. We talking like Morris Chestnut. Who did the ladies love?
Damn, why
Idris. Who we talking?
His bank account has more commas than all of us combined in this.
Jesus Christ! Oh, and he got money. Fuck.
Yeah. He's got money.
Hey, she gone. That's all I'm gonna say. She gone.
No, but that's all right. So
his ass can't dodge no bullet though.
I'm damn, Jay. Exercise. What I'm just trying to do is show that we have this idea of how a friend should look and how a friend should act. And once his friend has met all these things, then we're okay. And my school of thought is it's all about energy, because you are not in control of who. You can never control your significant other.
Mm-hmm.
You can control what friends they have. You can control. You can try, but if you do, that's harassment, right? So all of us who've given responses are assuming there's this lame guy who has nothing going on in his life and has no money, will not text her. Obviously he knows bro code, so he's not going to be sending messages at night or in the morning, but he exists in this bubble that we've told ourselves, if this guy is like this, I'm okay with it. But that's not life, all right?
So for me...
So I just wanted to hear... Go ahead, Jay. I just wanted to hear more, let's bring more life to these friends. What can they talk about? What can they talk about? And then ask ourselves, is that actually reality? Can that actually exist?
All right, is the female, is she cute too?
She's your girl, yeah. For me, on my side, see, that's what I'm saying. I don't mess with it. My stance was not. I don't have any friends. Zero. Because you can't control that. Jay, let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
You had a point. So my question to you, Jay, is that, and Jeremiah, I asked Jay this, is that Okay, say everything you're cool with, but that guy is also your friend. Are you okay with that? Because friendship is friendship, right? It's a mutual bond that's non-sexual. So if he's okay, let me ask you this. I'm your friend. Can I text your girl between those hours that you said? Meet up with her for lunch?
Usher. Nah, we can't, man. Nah.
I'm married. I have zero stake in anything that's going on right now.
Jay, let me throw my 2 cents in real quick.
Go ahead.
I'm not gonna say it's different, but it's a thing of respect. I have an idea. We have a friendship. We have a brotherhood here where I will hope you will respect me enough to where if you hold a conversation with her, I shouldn't even have to worry about it. That's my thing. Like if there's anything where, and I ain't saying you have to come to me first, but I would assume if you go and ask her something, better be because you're trying to surprise me, something happened, you whatever the case it is, right? But I will have some kind of, I will hope you have that much respect for me, not to even, I would have to even go that far and think that.
Yeah. But what about the cons that Jay listed? Jay listed so many good cons. I'm giving your girl perspective. I'm giving her perspective
that's fine.
That she needs. This is how a black man operates. That's fine. I mean, that's a pro.
That honestly, that's fine. That's like, sometimes if I say something, but it comes from somebody else, she may hear it more clearly because it came from the other person. She's with me every single day. Sometimes what I say, she sees the good, bad, and ugly. So when I'm trying to get serious, sometimes I might go in one ear out the other, every other time, right? So if it comes from you or somebody else, and I say, hey, you know what? I'm trying to get this across her head. Can you, explain what I'm trying to say to her? If you agree with me, she may listen more to you because you don't have that day-to-day operation connection like we do. So it's not even getting a different perspective. It's not even getting a different perspective. It's just getting it from a different person, from another party. It's almost like that outside party that's coming and saying it. But again, I don't mind that. When it comes to,
it doesn't stop there though. It's not like the friendship will only stop in perspective, right?
Why can't it?
Why? So you're telling me you just have friends that you just have perspectives with. That's it. You only have friends where they only share different perspective, and that's where your friendship ends.
So my thing is with me personally, I appreciate diverse, like you said, opinions or thought processes because it helps me visualize things in a way that I wouldn't. That doesn't mean I agree with it, right? So say me and my girl get into it, right? And say I did go to a female friend, somebody that I've known for years, somebody that you don't have to worry about. It's strictly a friendship, right? And they tell me I'm wrong. I'm not going to say majority, but pretty much, okay, damn, I came to this person, I asked them this, damn, they agree with this person, or no, they agree with me. All right, I might seek advice and counsel from another, I would say, liable source, right? Somebody who's going to be reliable. And that's just my thought process on it.
Why couldn't you ask Jeremiah or me?
I can ask one of the bros, but see, the thing is, and the reason why I wouldn't, or the reason how that comes about, right, is because we're all, I'm not going to say exactly like-minded, but again, we are the same demographic, Black, male, mid-20s, right? I'm not claiming the 30s yet.
Nah, man, you already know, my guy.
That's why.
Calm down.
But I'm like, okay, I feel like my bros would literally have the same thought process, right? Where it gets like gray. Like you said, if it's a friend, I would expect you to come to me and say, hey, no disrespect to you, your relationship, I have love for everything that you're doing, right? And again, you can't make anybody do this, but this is just, like you said, my ideal thought process. And I understand nobody's like perfect, right? I would expect you, to Jeremiah's point, to speak to me, right? If there was a conversation that was had, hey, I don't want to speak about this. That's between y'all. Or, hey, if we do speak about this, hey, bro, coming from a place of love, I got nothing but love and respect for you. This is the thought process. This is the pattern. Talk to me. So now, like you said, if we do disagree, we can talk about it. And that's just me. So my hands are up at this point.
No, I hear you. I think that if you have a relationship that's built on trust and made aware of, hey, here are the people in my life. There's my mom, there's my bros, there are my friends, and there's also these other, female friends that I've had in the past. It's not as threatening as you've never mentioned it, right?
Yes.
And then all of a sudden it comes up. I get that. But we talked about energy in the beginning, right? Mm-hmm. And for me, it's like, if I'm going through something and all I need is a different perspective, then I go to my bros, right? Mm-hmm. Because what I don't want to do is tell myself that this problem can only be solved by women. And so thus I need to go to another woman who is my friend, and let me get this woman to tell me how to handle my own woman.
Can I plug one more thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna let you finish your point. Please finish it. I'm sorry for interrupting. Finish that thought.
No, and so what I run the risk of is, yes, my need on my current problem will be met by getting advice from this other woman, but what I leave behind is energy, because yeah, I'm going to gain understanding, but at some point I feel a connection. It's like if my girlfriend asks me, hey, we had this issue, you've changed, where did you get your advice? I'd have to be honest about that, right? I'm not going to say, oh, I called a friend. I'll say, no, I called Sally. And Sally told me that I was wrong, and I'm here to apologize. Now, that's okay, right? But then it leaves this question like, you mean we couldn't have worked it out together? Just you and I? Why did you have to go to Sally? Another way I could have gone about it is gone to Jeremiah and say, yo, Jeremiah, bro, I'm going through this issue. Do you mind if you can get your girl on the phone? I just want to ask her this question, and, you guys can both be on here. I just need a woman's advice.
I like that.
And then I go and I say, hey, Ty, I'm having this issue. My girl is saying that I'm not romantic or whatever. Help me. Ty said, do X, Y, Z, Z, Z. Yo, you guys are the best. You guys are the best. Ty, appreciate you.
I respect that.
That's what I need.
I respect that.
Or I go to a family member, or I go to a friend. Because what I don't want to do is take energy that should stay in the relationship and give it to other people. Because tell you what, bro, when you're single, you're single. You can do whatever the fuck you want. But when you get into a relationship, like real talk, there's a responsibility that comes with that. We're not even talking about marriage, because marriage is a whole other level. Dude, I'm the type of guy, like, I don't want to offend anybody. And like,
no, you're fine.
Everything, bro. But I believe in, like, man submitting to God, woman submitting to man. Like, that's the hierarchy and alignment that I go. Because I know that you have to be accountable to someone. Like, as a man, I have to answer to someone, right? Yeah. And I answer to the divine one. And as a woman, she has her own accountability. And then Jesus himself, who does he answer to? He answers to God. But anybody. Anyway, my whole point is that it begins at the very, very, very early stages on in the relationship. You have to be responsible with this stuff. Because then it becomes lazy, becomes easy, right? It's like anytime I have a problem, anytime things are good, I'm going to Miss Sally. Yo, what's up? No. Like, bro, like, you have to be able to understand that it's not just a conversation. You're not just hanging out, because then it becomes problematic because, we've just done this small exercise with Jeremiah. We start now dicing it up. Okay, she was hanging out with her friend.
Sorry, y'all, this is Fly. Shorty, door open, and I'm sorry.
You then start, you as a guy, you're going to start doing out all these. Friendships should not require all these mathematics and equations. Like, you start asking yourself, okay, what time did she come home? She said she was going to be. What did you guys talk about? Where's your friend texting you at this time? Bro, it shouldn't be any of that.
Y'all definitely covered the points. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all for energy, but it's all for trust. That's the one catalyst that's not going to change at the end of the day. At the end of the day, she's her own person. She can talk who she wants to talk to. You can't control her, nor can you control the other person, whether it's male, female, whatever. But it all starts with that trust. Me, I don't worry about things like that, to be honest, when it comes to me and Ty, you know, in our relationship. Why? Because I don't care if it looks like, if it is a Chris Morris chestnut or if it's, you know, Beetlejuice.
What J. Cole say, even Michael B. Jordan would.
I don't care. Look, I don't care at the end of the day who it is. It's off of trust. And I'm one where I'm comfortable in myself. I'm confident in myself. I've always been that way, sometimes too confident. But, you know, at the end of the day, as long as I have that trust, I'm set. I would never, if you start talking to other people and I don't know how to trust you, I honestly would not even care, to be honest. But at that point in time, if you built that trust, you built a relationship on both sides, you shouldn't have to worry about that. She talked to a guy, some guy tried to talk to her, whatever the case it is. In my eyes, in my
view,
view,
hold you down.
It's not, in my view, I'm one where if it gets too far and you see where that guy is trying to get to, I expect her to shut it down.
Yes,
if it doesn't get shut down, that's a conversation I need to have with her. And now we got to sit here and figure out what's going on before they turn into our relationship. That's how I view it. It's not about walking in, gunshots going all over the place like Jay talked about.
Yes, bro, it was a joke to a degree.
Nah, you ain't joking when it comes out.
I was. Bro, it's not. It's never that deep.
I ain't talking to
Phil's point.
If I walk in and they getting it on, bro, that's I can't do it.
Nah, bro, because stuff like that has happened. I don't know if y'all saw, there was a video going around. This guy, he came home, his lady literally in bed, like they are in the act. He sees it, he hears it, he goes to the kitchen, he gets a knife, he stabbed, and it actually ended up being one of his friends. So he's stabbing his friend, and then he just the friend got up out of there, right? He butt naked, he getting up out of there. He starts stabbing, quote unquote, the love of his life. You see the knife go in like her neck, she died.
That's life-changing decisions, though. You just can't be doing that. You gotta
leave, bro. You gotta leave. You gotta leave. You have to.
Yeah, you just gotta leave. You know.
Nah, you can't. See, I'm one where I'm not even getting mad because they doing it. I'm mad because I'm paying my bills. This is my house, and there's an intruder in there.
Exactly.
This bro trespassing.
AP, what you got for me? We got 6 minutes.
Yeah. We get. See, y'all. See, I'm the single guy out of the whole group. So,
damn.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hard out here for
I was there not too long ago.
Nah, but man, yeah, y'all hit some valid points though, for real. Like, it got to be trust, for sure. It definitely got to be trust, like hands down. Like, if I can trust her, then okay, I can. She can have friends and stuff like that, but it is a gray area when talking about the relationship or like conversating about somebody about me. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing, because like, if y'all can't, like you said, like Philip said, say it in a group setting.
Yeah.
So we all can hear. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you just talking about me, if she's talking about me to another person, to another guy, you know what I'm saying? That guy I don't know how this guy act, but I know I'm a guy and I know how I think. So I can kind of twist that and, make that, put that little seed in her head or something like that. But yeah, she can have friends, but it just gotta be trust. I gotta trust her for sure. Like, without trust, I can't do it. I'm out the door.
Yeah. No, that's valid. And I'm gonna wrap up on this. And this is just an accumulation of everything that we discussed today, because here at State Vibrant, 365 days a year, we try to end on a high note, right? So one thing I feel like we all missed was when we were talking about going to friends, we were talking about going to family, XYZ. There are licensed professional counselors out there, LPC, or like therapists that you can go to and talk to, and that you and your spouse can go to and speak to about whatever situation that you're encountering, if you want to go through it together. Not to negate going away from friends and family, but sometimes a licensed professional can pick up on things that, we as everyday people just don't, because we don't view the world that way. So definitely advocating African American, Black, my people, whatever you want to call yourself, if your skin looks like mine or even if it doesn't, get therapy, get counseling. It's helpful. Your insurance more than likely will pay for it. If you don't know that, now you know. Surprise.
Surprise,
We as men, right? And that's why I wanted to keep this strictly between like the men. Next time we'll bring the women on. But this part one right here, part one, part two, we are not in control of our women, right? We're not in control of anybody else's actions. We cannot control what they do, what they say, what they think, what they feel. But what we can do is be upstanding men. To your point, Phil, and Jeremiah, there's a guy code. There is a way that you look at a man. We are expected to carry ourselves in a certain manner, and we are expected to lead. With that being said, we will lead our women by setting an expectation. And I feel like if you set that expectation early on, it's not saying it's going to be flawless, but what that allows is there to be a guide, so to speak, a rough draft of how issues will be handled. Like this is just one of those quote unquote relationship issues that is always encountered. That's how the topic came up from the TikTok, right? Outside of that, that's all I got. We're closing on our 2 minutes here. I'm gonna do a 30-second wrap up. If anybody else got anything else they want to drop,
Tread lightly.
No, tread lightly.
Tread lightly and stay out the grave.
When you see those size 12 Jordans in the crib, just walk away.
They my J's now, Phil.
They got the black Air Force Ones in there. What you do?
Oh, you, Jeremiah, come on now. You know I stay with it on me.
First of all, I think it's a gift. I have a great woman. I would never suspect. I'll be like, oh, she got me some shoes. This was awesome.
I'm offended. That's the energy you
Air
have.
Forces.
The size is different, but
She tried.
You can have it, man. That's not me.
Been living with her for 3 years. She tried to guess my shoe size.
My closing remark would be short and sweet. Honestly, every relationship is different. What I do isn't what another guy or woman would do, but you have that trust circle. Just know that it's a we, it's not a you and me. Yeah. And so whatever you have to do to keep that unity, to keep that bond, just that other person is really trusting you. So yeah, if there's a friend that exists and has always been there in the past, introduce your girl. Let her get comfortable. Let her see how y'all interact, because what you don't want to be is to be caught up, and now you got to start explaining yourself, and it just ends up being a mess for everybody. Or you walk in and you see some, size 12s and
he said he was gonna get caught up like Usher and have some confessions. No.
Yeah. So anyway, just be mindful of just your energy and the unity and the trust that you guys have within that relationship.
And I know we're coming down to like our last 20 seconds. This has been Stay Vibrant 365. Everybody introduced their IGs and whatnot. How we end the show is peace, love, and blessings. And we will see y'all on the next episode. Yo.
The show.
Just to show you how we rockin'. We go for that win, call us rockin'. Yeah, and they love how we vibin'. 365, now stay vibrant. Through the struggles and the pain. Stay vibrant. You gon' have some storms and some rain. Now stay vibrant. Now look at everything you overcame. Stay vibrant. I was on the ground and never changed.